Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gareth. Today I want to talk about YouTube and YouTube travel vlogs and things like that. Do you have a passion or a lust to start making films on YouTube, for example? Or maybe you already are making, films on YouTube, but of course you want to touch base and see what other professionals like me are using. Well, today guys, I've got a bag on my back. Hooray for me, right? I'm going to be showing you what's in my travel bag, what I use to make my professional videos and stuff like that. Now you're probably asking yourself, if you're new here, who am I and why would you take advice from me who's got a Casey Neistat jumper on? I strategically put this on for this video, obviously. Well, guys, I do have two YouTube channels where we do daily videos on this channel and fortnightly videos on number one. Now, going back to my number one channel, I've currently made 189 professional travel films. And going to number two, I've made 137 daily videos starting January 1st, 2021, roughly. Going to channel one, I've had some great luck going on vacations and places with my mum. Me and my mum have been to many different locations around the world: India, Vietnam, England, Wales, Paris. And I've really had some great fortune going to these locations, so I'm really happy we've done that. I've also done a lot of locations, been to a lot of locations by myself, and I've been to places with my girlfriend Vicky, and I've filmed a lot of videos. All these videos are all professionally well edited films, and I'm really proud to have done it and started. And I'm really making this video for you if you want to start making videos. Now, there's this video, where is it? I can't find it right now, where I made there it is there. I made a travel film in the claustrophobic Vietnam war tunnels. It was a 100-meter tunnel, and this video went absolutely viral. And if you're watching this video right now because of that video, well, then thank you. I appreciate your presence, and it's much appreciated. All right, so that's who I am, what I'm about, and what I've been doing. I've been making films for about 7 years, by the way, roughly about 7 years, even though my channel's like 10, 12 years old. So anyway, going to my bag, let's take it off right now and show you guys what's actually happening. We're going to show you the camera at the very last moment, okay? We'll put that down there. That was a little too aggressive, I think. Too aggressive, Gareth. Be careful with the camera equipment. Okay, let's open the bag. What's number one? By the way, none of these products are in any particular order, but all of these products, mostly, will be linked in the description below. So if you feel like getting any of them, I get rich. I get a small little kickback. It helps the channel a little bit. And excuse me. And you guys don't pay for the kickback. It's Amazon. So awesome, right? It's a win-win situation. Number one on my list is going to be my DJI Mavic Air Drone. This thing is honestly incredible. Now, I've honestly not used this thing in most of my videos, but for the videos, I've had this thing for maybe 2 years now. For the videos that I have used this thing in, it's been an absolute godsend. It's been a truly amazing piece of tech. Before people were using drone shots for their videos, the only way to get a professional drone shot back in the day would have been renting a couple of $1,000 helicopter type thing. You're not going to do it to make your travel films, but this is amazing. And now it's the first generation Mavic Air. There are different, better generations right now. I will absolutely link a link for the second generation Mavic Air, so don't get this one. But it's great for what I've used for. Absolutely awesome. So we'll put that over there for now. Where's my controller? Got a controller here somewhere. There we go. I'm going to try and avoid the black on black because you guys can't see properly then. That's my Mavic Air controller with a piece of paper stuck in it. Boom. Let's turn it on. Ooh, it made a noise. It made a noise. The phone goes in there, and that's obviously the reception bars. So I'm going to turn the back off again for you. I'll put that over there. What's next in my bag? Well, there's a few different things I want to show you right now. Things that I use way more than I've used with my drone. Obviously, I've had my drone for 2 years, and I've had my channel for way longer than that. But these things I think you'll be using more. Well, if you go to locations that I've been going to, at least, you probably will find a way to use them. This is my GoPro, and it's on a bendy tripod thingy like this. This is my GoPro Hero 5, and it's got this little big, you know, see these little slash big jaws of life. Let me show you how this works. Let me show you right now. Let's attach this to the table. So that's now attached to the table, and it's looking like a limp dick. Let's aim it that way, and well, we can aim it any way you freaking want. Okay, that's how cool one of these bendy tripods really are. They're really, honestly, so cool. I've used them for a lot of films. You know, let's say you're on a gondola or a skyway, something high up in the air, and you want to get that really cool shot. I've had this thing sticking outside of a gondola, you know, sky tram things on a cable. You stick them on the bars, and it's literally stuck outside the machine, and it's getting some really cool shots of us in the gondola and outside of the land passing. So this is a really cool thing. Now, continuing on with things such as that, we've got a selfie stick. A selfie stick is something you would see the Japanese use. You know, you're like, come here and take a photo. You know, that's like Russian. I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. Okay, konnichiwa. Okay, ni hao. That's Chinese. Anyway, forget about me. You put the GoPro on here, and you're going to use this for a couple of reasons. Like, some people do vlog with this. Some people have like a vlogging situation where they're like, you know, da 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 da. That's not really my vibe. I kind of use this much better, but I will show you that in a second. But I use this for a very specific reason. Let's say I want to get a really cool shot of underneath a bus, underneath a stationary bus, or above the bus, above the truck. Let's see what's on top of the truck, you know. I use this for something very specific. It hardly comes out of my bag, but when it does, it's very important. Me and my girlfriend and her son, Patty, hey Patty, we went to the zoo recently, very close to where I live, right, in Sydney. This can actually go out further. Whoops, and I just broke it. I just broke it. Anyway, it's fine. We actually put the GoPro on top, and we kind of, you know, pushed it down into the enclosure and got some really cool shots of, you know, the animals from ground level, pretty much. And it was a really cool thing to use. And yeah, I haven't made that video, but it will be coming out on Channel 1 very soon. But an awesome piece of kit. I definitely recommend them. I know they have a bit of a bad rap, selfie sticks, but yeah, in the right hands, it's honestly really good. Now, this thing right here is something that I use a lot, more than the drone. This sucks onto glass. This sucks onto glass like that. And then you've got the GoPro sitting on there like that. The color it's not too bright, isn't it, in the studio? It's like black on black almost. But anyway, can you see it properly? So there's a little switch there. See the switch that opens and closes? That kind of sucks onto the glass. I could show you the table, but it's not going to work because the table's not glass. But even like certain types of metal will work as well, and it sucks on. And I've had this stuck outside once again, like a gondola, skyway tram system, and you know, it sits like that. And of course, you can move this up and down like that. And you know, you put the GoPro on there. Awesome piece of tech. I've used this so much. I really have. Another thing that I use, haven't used this a lot, but this is a little portable, you know, tripod thingy. The legs, little leggies close on it. Let me show you a different camera angle. Awesome, right? And then you twist that. So you put the camera on there, see? Awesome, right? And that just literally sits right there. And it's a really sturdy little thing. Of course, once again, you can go up and down. Awesome piece of tech. Haven't used that too much, but it's there for me in case I need to use it. Before I show you what else is in here, I'm going to show you what's in my little front pouches, okay? Pretend I'm a kangaroo, okay? I'm going to show you what's in my front pouch right now. Batteries. You can never have enough batteries. Unless, of course, you've got the like 20,562. Then maybe that's too many, but batteries is certainly something you're going to want. This is my Mavic Air Drone battery. Let's see if it'll turn on. Completely dead at the moment. Needs a charge. Mavic Air battery. I've got my GoPro battery and my Canon DSLR batteries. All right. Now going back to the GoPro in a second. Actually, I've also got texture pens and these little things, little pliers. You never know when you might need some pliers to cut something. You know, it's got like a little cutting scissor action thing, and you can pull something off. Really, really comes in handy. But if you take this in the front of your pouch at the airport, they may actually take it off you in the X-ray machines. So just be cautious of that. Now, what was I going to talk about? GoPros. Talking about the GoPros, I've been using the Gopro Hero 5 for a lot of my films, but I've recently purchased the Gopro Hero 9, which is this camera angle right now. This is literally my GoPro 9 sitting up on my C stand. And the newest GoPro has a lot better picture quality. How would I say it? The color is a lot more saturated. I wouldn't say too saturated. Maybe in some cases it can be, but the newer GoPro 9 seems to be, the picture quality, in my opinion, seems a lot nicer. Lot nicer colors, and you know, the sky's a lot bluer, that type of stuff. With the GoPro 5, I had to manually adjust the color in each of my videos because it just looked too dull. So I was adjusting the color, but with the newer GoPro, I don't need to do that. That's awesome. Unless, of course, you're whacking on a LUT or a filter or something like that. Now, with batteries, you're going to need battery chargers. You're going to need heaps of these. Well, not heaps of them, but you're going to make sure you bring them with you. This is my Mavic Air little butterfly battery charger. Literally goes on there like that. See? Boom. And yeah, always take your battery chargers with you if you're going on a holiday or a little adventure somewhere. You never know if your battery will die. And then if you haven't brought your charger with you because you think, oh, I'll save some space, you know, leave it in the car. Leave the battery chargers in the car, for example, but bring the batteries and the chargers with you. Just, you never know. You never know. There's been a couple of times when I've been out somewhere and I'm like, oh, my battery has just died. I wonder if anyone around me is going to have what I have to charge. Like, no one's going to have a battery charger to charge things like this or a Mavic Air. Like, not many people will, you know, type thing. So always bring your battery chargers. Now, going back to my bag, one more thing regarding the clips is this little GoPro clip. I've only used this once so far, but it's a cool little GoPro clip. See that? GoPro goes on top of there, and yeah, it's got like a little magnet on there as well, so you can stick it to a fridge and metal and stuff like that. Awesome. Something that you need if you well, you don't probably need this in the bag, but you need this at home or with the laptop, for example. This is a little USB drive, not USB drive. It's a USB 3.0, which goes in the computer, but it has all those different, see those little slots? Hang on. You guys see that? All the little rectangles. I've got a USB card sitting in there right now, a little mini USB. There it is. Mini USB in there right now. What am I talking about? Mini SD. I'm getting the words mixed up. Mini SD card sitting in there, but it also takes SD cards and CF cards. So if you've got a professional DSLR camera that accepts CF cards, this will be able to, you can plug that in, and then of course that goes in the computer. Because a lot of computers and laptops these days don't have inbuilt SD card readers type thing. So yeah. Another thing that I've used in a lot of my films around the world are lights. Now I have these lights sometimes attached to the side of my camera. These are little lume cubes, I'm pretty sure they're called. Once again, I'll be linking these in the description below, but they have 9 different settings, and you can make it a slave, for example, and flash with camera photography. But this is number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, I thought it had like 9 or 10, but there's like 12 different settings. So when I filmed my Vietnam War tunnel video, I had this one. See this video right here? I had this one right here with a little dome attached. You can, where is it? You can get these, the domes usually come with it, or you can buy them separately, and they kind of spread the light out more evenly. And I had this one on my face inside the tunnel, so otherwise my camera wouldn't see my face inside the tunnel, right? So this is the exact one I used. Awesome, right? Now what else can we talk about? I think we're almost finished. All right, let me show you the most important thing of the video. One more thing, actually. SD cards. Always bring a backup SD card or 2. Always bring spare little microphone cables, just in case the microphone cable you have dies, because it has happened to me where there's the left and right channel, left channel sound and the right channel sound, the left channel died on me. And yeah, it was really shitty, so I had to replace it with another cable. And of course I have one of these little, you guys see? It's a little steel thing where it has my business cards in there, but I also have like heaps of SD cards, heaps of little important SD cards sitting in there. So yep, that's awesome. Okay, the most important thing, the things that you guys have been waiting for, is my camera. Obviously, let's get the camera out right now and show you what I'm using. All right, you've all seen, you know, the Casey Neistat kind of thing. Obviously, I'm wearing the shirt, Casey Neistat shirt right here. You've all seen this kind of look. Well, it really works. It really helps get the shot. For me, I've got long arms. I've got other things that are long as well. But you know, if you don't have long arms, getting one of these things is really great because you can extend it, make it like this. You're like, hey guys, what's going on, everybody? One of the things that you have to get used to when you start making videos in the street is that people watch you and they're interested. They're genuinely interested in what you're doing. Some people are probably skeptical, like, you know, they look down at you like, what's this guy doing, you know? You'll always encounter a dickhead or two. But forget about it. If you want to start making films, like I have been, I completely don't even think about it anymore. I've come to that point in life where I don't care what people think. Thankfully, who cares what people think, right? You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, do whatever you want, okay? So yeah, doing videos like this, really good with the Joby tripod. The bendy tripod, we'll make it nice for you guys right now. What do you reckon? So there it is on the table. Boom, boom, boom. And the good thing with the Joby tripod is that you can adjust this back here. So you can adjust the camera in any way you want while the legs remain stable. You see that? So if I want it facing up in the air right now, I just adjust it like that, and I keep it like that. As long as you've got the legs, you know, sturdy enough, spread out enough, you're fine. So a really cool thing to have a Joby tripod. They really do work. I did buy a knockoff at one point. The first Joby tripod I bought was actually a cheap eBay knockoff. Speaking of off, the legs fell off. If you got the money, just get the tripod. Linked in the description below. I'm gonna roll in it soon. Yes. I'm really not, but anyway, I'll probably just, you know, make a little bathtub full of money and just swim in it, you know. Forget the rolling, I'm gonna swim in the money. I don't make that much money, trust me, I really don't. Okay, so the camera, I'm using a Canon I have used, the camera you're watching right now is my Canon 7D Mark II. This has been my #1 camera for all those locations I talked about before: Vietnam, India, Wales, England, France, Scotland, Australia. This has been my camera that I've made most of my videos with, but I didn't have a reversible screen. You couldn't take the screen off and look like this. You know? Hang on. You guys can see better? There we go. See how the screen pops out like that? This one has that ability, and it's so much better. It's a touch screen, newer technology. This one is the EOS 90D. Highly recommend it. It's probably, I think, going to be the last Canon EOS camera that they release, because they're now kind of focusing towards mirrorless, which is definitely the right way to go. If you've got the extra money, get a mirrorless camera. But I've got an APS-C sized sensor. It's the 90D, a great camera for what it is. It's the last generation of this EOS range of cameras. They've honestly left the best for last. It's a great camera, and I've been using this for a lot of my recent films over the past few months. Pretty much, yeah. And what's the last thing? Well, of course, it's this thing right here, the thing that's blocking my face. It's the Rode microphone. Everyone's seen these things. Everyone's seen people vlog with these things. Why is it so damn dark? There we go. That'll do. It's the Rode microphone, everybody, with some hairs on it as well. I've got like cats and dogs. My birds are in the corner, by the way, being really quiet right now. Hey, birdies. They react. Birds seem to react to the cat noises, like. I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, so going back to the microphone, I'm going to show you some of the microphones that I've used on my computer right now. Let's take a quick look. Okay, this is the one we're talking about right now, the Rode Videomic Pro Plus, a really great little microphone which has an inbuilt battery. Now you may be thinking, just like I thought back in the day, well, I don't want a microphone that has a battery. I mean, that's just stupid. I want a microphone that just works when I turn the camera on, that you don't need to ever recharge, and if you don't recharge, you got no sound. Well, that's kind of the case, but this battery right now lasts forever. It just lasts so long, and when you just do charge, it takes like micro USB or something like that. It's lithium ion, so you don't need to worry about, AA batteries type of thing. And the battery that lasts, like for me, it lasts maybe a year, almost a year. It's that crazy cool. So don't forget to charge your battery, but the thing automatically comes on. The microphone actually comes on by itself when you turn the camera on. So that's a great feature with this newer Videomic Pro Plus. The older version didn't turn on automatically, so sometimes you're filming a video without any sound, which kind of sucks. But these are the videos that I've owned in the past. The Videomic Go and the Video Micro. I have the dead cat attached to the Video Micro. I can't really point the thing on the thing because it just wants to disappear. Hang on, there we go. So I have the dead cat attached to the actual windsock, as they call it, attached to the microphone to stop the air from those noises in a microphone. A really great little microphone. I've used this in India and Vietnam and England. Actually, I didn't use this in Vietnam. I used this one in Vietnam. This one right here. Now I use this one in England, and my problem with this thing is, you see those two red things, those shock absorbers? Not the cable, but the shock absorbers, the little devil horns. They actually broke off. It actually snapped. I kept getting everything stuck to those little red things, like the bag straps and stuff like that. So the sound quality from this thing is probably the same as this thing, but the sound quality from this thing is quite incredible. So there you go, guys. I hope you liked this little 22-minute and 7-second video. If you did, we do have two different YouTube channels. Channel 2 where we make daily videos, and Channel 1 where we do fortnightly travel films. And the travel films is all what we're talking about today regarding these products. Hoped you liked the video. I will make an updated video to this at some point, and I'm going to be talking about things that I bought which I thought I would use, but I didn't end up using that much, if ever. That'll be a really cool video. I've been Tall. My name's Gareth, and I'll see you for tomorrow's video. See you guys. Bye. Subscribe.